So I don't think I've done many videos on this side of the property yet. This is a terrace that I cut in a couple years ago, and then there's one more up the hill about 100 feet. And so in this terrace, it's kind of reverse cut. I don't know if you can kind of tell it's cut back towards the hillside, so the water that comes off this hillside gets caught here, spread out, and then it goes into these little perforated pits. So there's holes dug about every 15 to 30 feet. What that does is it helps to slow the water down, give it some time to soak in. A lot of times during the spring, it's only during the peak part of the day that we get a lot of water, and then overnight it freezes again, so the water slows down coming off the hill. And so this just gives it some time to soak in and get recharged into the aquifer instead of just running off to the ocean. So yesterday I picked up some branches off of some trees, right? Because that's where they come from. And instead of hauling them over to the landfill and paying $20 to get rid of them, I brought them out here, right? Because that's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to use this organic material in the best way it's possible. And people are telling me, they're like, "Hey, these are not gonna grow." You dumb, those are dead, right? And I know it. But what maybe they aren't seeing is that I'm not just growing this for me, or hoping that it's going to grow for me, but what already grew just by me putting these into the ground this way was the ability of little birds to come in to this area of the land and have a place to sit. And when they sit, they shit. And when they shit, they bring fertilizer and they bring seeds from all the stuff that they like to eat in the valley. And short term, right? At least it gives them a place to sit and maybe look for mice and help in that way. But long term, when you think of the long term, you're improving land that wouldn't be improved without you doing something. And if you are doing something, quite often, a lot of things get done. And when all of us are doing a little something, often, a lot gets done. Oh, the other benefit of that material is, oh my God, a brush pile. What the heck? Why would you want a brush pile out in the desert? Well, it's not that I want the brush pile, but the quail. They love a brush pile because, well, not just the quail. You got pheasants and you got grouse, or you've got, different little birds that love to be out of sight and out of touch from the bigger predator birds or from the coyotes. So anyway, yeah, and so this is going to be getting filled in with a lot more brush, and then over here is where we'll be pulling more dirt out of. This is a pretty good sized hole. I don't know if you can really tell on video, but it's about 30 or 35 feet long, 12 to 14 feet wide, and then about 5 feet down below, maybe 6 feet down below the road level. But so more dirt, and my feet are burning because it's really hot. And if you have shoes and socks, you don't want to be walking through that kind of stuff. You basically just got to throw away your shoes and socks, or you're going to be spending an hour and a half or better picking these seeds out of it because they're painful. But walking barefoot, they're not painful. So I'm letting go with every step. Anyway, um, yeah, these are some of the methods that we can use to improve uh, the inexpensive lands that are available to us. And by digging a hole in the ground, and I bought some bags that you fill full of dirt. And I have a lot of dirt here. And when you fill these bags full of dirt and you stack them up and you pack them down, they become really, really solid. And they can hold back other dirt. So this is going to be like an earth ship. And ideally, it would be faced the other way, but I'm on the other side of the mountain. So maybe we'll put some big reflectors across the road, and so that we can get some good solar benefit in the wintertime still. But anyway, I'm taking like the worst, not the worst, because it's not completely desert. I mean, it's still got some bunch grasses and some sagebrush holding the ground together a little bit, but it's close. And we get about 8 inches of annual precipitation, which, if you don't like rain, it's great. But if you like it to be less than less than sweltering heat inside where you live, you gotta either be connected to the grid or go into the ground. So I'd rather go into the ground.